Welcome to High Oracle's Reiki Spiritual Healing Channel. And we're going to put in some work today because I have been praying, over the last week because I have been seeing some omens. I have been seeing some evil numbers and I wanted to pray against them. And God has answered me and He has told me no, that He's not going to remove the punishment. But with all of us praying together, by me releasing this type of information to you and we coming together, maybe we can pray against our people and the attack upon our people, and maybe our people can be separated from those who have a severe chastisement upon them. So, I want us to all pray against any kind of disaster upon the land for our people, and make sure that, we are putting the women, the children, the elderly in our prayers. We are in Surah Al-Mulk. We are in, 100. I think it's 101, Psalms 101. And we're praying against any kind of negative energy upon the land, so that we can be in solidarity together, so that God can separate us, the wheat from the barley. And, I have just been seeing, 976, negative numbers. I have been seeing 911. I have been seeing repetitive numbers from the past, 1492, 1971. This may be of some help and benefit to you, so that the issues of the past do not repeat itself, in our time. We have to come together and pray against it. And this is what we first have to understand, that when we're seeing these types of numbers, I've been seeing 999, that something is coming to an end. Something is in its fruition period, and something is coming to an end. So we have these understandings that when we have been seeing these types of numbers, and we're seeing disaster up on the land, and when you pray against something and God answers you no, and it's just like in the time of Abraham, when the angels came and visited him, and he was telling the angels that Lot is over there, my cousin is over there in Sodom and Gomorrah. And the angels told him, well, do we know who is over there? And we're definitely going to save him, but we're not going to save his wife. So if there must be some kind of disaster, if God has answered me with a no, then we have to pray that our people are separated from the disaster that is impending, the wrath of God that is impending. And I wanted to give you this. I've been having this premonition. I've been having this vision. I've been having these dreams, and I wanted to at least for a week, and for the last couple of days I've been wanting to pray against it. And so I got my answer today. A lot of you have been having problems with not only with seeing these types of impending numbers, not knowing what they mean. I wanted to give you a definition of what they mean when you're seeing these types of omens, these types of negative omens on your dreams or in visions, that, something is coming. And I have been able to see this negative attack, this wrath and punishment. It's not, necessarily an attack. It is wrath and punishment coming for these people who have been disobedient. And, I am just to warn you, that God said, let my people go. Very simple. So we have an understanding that our people must be separated from this wrath and punishment that is coming. I get very excited. I get very excited because I do not like to deliver bad news. And, and God has sent me as the warner. So I wanted you to understand that. And a lot of you have been going through turmoil A lot of you are under an attack from these last couple of days. I would say the 6-7, Friday the 13th, where, this entity has been attacking you. And I want you to make sure that you're reaching out to me if you're under attack, because, God's days are in a line. All our ducks are in a row, and there's nothing that they can do about it. These entities that are attacking, their black magic, it may, send an arrow for a while, but we're breaking all of their arrows, and we're able to see them in this month of March. So, I've been seeing these days, these numbers flash before my mind. And, even as we're talking, I'm still seeing them. So I wanted to give you this understanding that all of this month, these entities are going to try to come against you, in this month, because this is a holy month. This is the month of Ramadan. We're coming to the end of Ramadan, and this entity knows that, and it's 6:07 as I'm saying that. This entity knows that their time is limited. And all that they can do is send those types of arrows that are easily exposed, and they are broken up on the chosen ones. They are broken up on the shield of God that has been shielding us from these attacks, from these entities, these higher spirits that's been trying to hijack your joy, your finances, your wealth, your children. These entities that have been trying to steal your health. These entities that's been trying to steal your relationships. These evil omens that's been trying to, send you into disaster, freak accidents all of a sudden. We have to make sure that we're understanding that these attacks are not just random. They are intended to scare you, put you in fear, and you should not fear anything except God. Very simple. Very simple. So we understand that these entities are trying to make disaster come up in your life, your finances. The entities, these hired, small shayateens, little shayateens trying to make big disasters, materialize in your life. But all of us standing together, praying against it, we can manifest the separation of our people. We can manifest the shield. We can manifest the goodness, the happiness, the cohesiveness in our communities. And this is what they do not want, because we have been awakened at this time for this reason, to understand what I am saying and stand against the evil entity, with all that we are, with all that we understand, that we understand the goodness. God has put it in us to recognize that goodness. And we are understanding that we're standing against these evil entities, these omens that they are trying to send to put us in fear. And we have given this entity notice. We have given this entity that we are not, coming for your jobs. We do not want your women. We do not want to live in your houses, that you have planned our demise and sent negative entities into these homes of black mold, asbestos, lead to harm our children, to harm the future, to send mental disasters, mental challenges, and physical challenges upon the future. So we have these understandings that these omens are a manifestation of this entity trying to put you back to sleep. So since we are awakened, we have been awakened, we can cleanse this negative energy. We can cleanse this negative energy. We want to make sure that we're using unblocking for these blockages. Some of you have been having problems with your bowels. That means that you have blockages. Your bowels have been hard. A lot of you, your cycle came on yesterday. This means that there is an attack. There is a blockage. The entity is attacking you with disaster, with trying to send filth to your mind, to your money, to your finances, to your health. I want you to go ahead and use your unblocking ritual. You can reach out to me for that unblocking ritual. You can go on my Amazon. I will help you with that unblocking ritual to remove those blockages out of your stomach, that stagnation off of your feet, those blockages that they put on your mind, those blockages that they've sent to your generation. You can go on my Amazon account and order the items, or ask me to, reach out to me, book your consultations so that I can help you with unblocking those generational curses, unblocking those curses to your health, your finances, so that we can remove these evil omens that they have sent upon us because they are upset that we are coming together. We're not acting like the generation of the past where we have hatred in our heart for our people, for our men, for our women. We are coming together because we're realizing that, we can only, elevate our gifts together. We can only elevate our minds together. We can only elevate our blessings together. And I really appreciate all of you for that. So I wanted to give you this understanding of what I have been seeing. And, I can only warn you of what to do. I can only warn you. I have only been sent as a warner in order to remove the attacks that is up on you right now, the blockages that are up on you, what can be removed. But, the wrath and punishment of God, it is inevitable for some of these people who are unbelievers. And I have been seeing the numbers. I have been seeing the numbers associated, with these attacks, with the wrath and punishment of God, that we should be moving away from these types of people. I have been seeing 747 and 757. Those are airplanes. Those are somebody flying high, somebody that is going to move away from these types of disasters. And this is what I am getting from these types of numbers. So when you discern these types of numbers, that we can move away from these blockages that has been sent to our finances, by this entity, by the colonizers. These people, we can acclimate ourselves to ourselves and further shut down, any kind of desire for our children's education from them, any kind of money that, they are giving us, that they feel that, we should be entitled or indebted to. And you may have this coming from family members who have been inserted by these people. And we are definitely supposed to move away from these types of attacks. So this has been your warning. And this is what I have been getting for today. And, we have also understood that this month, that 6/7, the month of 6/7, March is the month of 6/7. And we definitely need to pray against these types of attacks when we're seeing these negative omens, back to back to back. And, I'm picking up from a lot of you that you have been under attack, especially my sisters. So, make sure that you're reaching out to me so that we can cleanse this type of negative energy where this negative attack, this entity is trying to put you back to sleep. It is trying to put you in fear. Please make sure that you're reaching out to me in the description below. Please like, share, and subscribe to me over all of my platforms. I hope that you received this message. Book your one-on-one life coaching sessions or your video chat sessions. Please make sure that you're booking your consultations so that I can acclimate a gift to you and make sure that we address these issues in your life. Please, again, like, share, and subscribe. I'm High Oracle, Reiki Spiritual Healer. Assalamu alaikum.